What's going on, everybody? It's been a while, and I wanted to come back and talk to you here briefly about the subject of being transgender and the labels. If I had to put a label on it, a starseed, lightworker, clairvoyant, indigo, medium, crystal, rainbow child, whatever resonates with you. But that and LGBTQIA blended together. It's something I haven't talked about in like 3 years. And I went down more of a spiritual path where I was talking more about different spiritual things or manifesting techniques, stuff like that, that I felt would be helpful for other people to expand along their personal journey. However, my guides have brought it to my attention very loudly that it's important to discuss this topic again as in regards to like the queer community and like light workers, because it's such a small little percentage, and I think a lot of us feel like complete and utter outcasts, and everybody's different, but some people are negatively affected by this, and it's very painful to feel like you don't fit in to the world that you're in. But the message is that we are here to create a new world, so to say, or to break the mold of what is expected of us to be like, and I think that we're the type of people that are supposed to really live in our most authentic lives. It's like, how many people truly live in their authentic lives? And me included. Like, this is something I'm discovering within myself and the outside world, but like seeing any times that perhaps I was being fake out of fear, and whether it had to do with gender or it had nothing to do with that, and it had to do with just the fear of not being accepted by someone. Like, so you just act the way you think that they think is cool and all that kind of crap. We especially do that, I think, when we're kids, but there's a lot of adults that still do that, and I've been one of them as well. Anyway, I think it's important for us to remember that we're here to break the mold. Like, we're not supposed to fit into the mold. And as painful as it can be to feel like we don't fit in, it's really this strange blessing. If you looked at it from the point of view of an alchemist, because you could take all the pain from feeling like, nobody understands you, and people, you're not accepted, and where's my community, where's my people. You could take all that pain and frustration and just imagine this like bright white light. You could say something like, I am love. I am loved. I love myself. I respect myself. I am grateful for the awareness to understand that I must love myself first and foremost, because whatever I'm experiencing within, I will experience without, or on the outside, I should say. But just some energy coming through that I wanted to share. But yeah, they came to me like, well, they didn't come to me. Makes it sound like these angels appeared like you see in the movie. Ha! We came to you. Like, no. Just downloads, so to say. Well, they're downloads. In the last 5 years, 3 years especially, other than, I already knew this, but I'm going to put it out there that just like with humans or anything else, not every transgender person is the same. And in fact, when I came out like ancient times ago, there was actual literature out on the internet that said the word transgender was offensive and we should say transsexual. And nowadays, I would think you would look at it opposite. I don't know. I haven't been up to date with. That's the thing, is like it's always forever changing. So people like us have been around since people, and they weren't always called transgender. And I know that that's a huge trigger word for a lot of people. And I'm just not down to argue about it. I know who I am. I've been on this journey since I was born. Like I'm one of those people that was self-aware of this at like 3 years old, especially, and kept it to myself until I was 20. I didn't really know there was a word for it. You know what I mean? And that's what's so funny when people are like, don't expose the children. It's like some people, I'm going to sound arrogant, but fuck it. I'm being honest. Some people are blessed with the intuition and self-awareness and wisdom that other people aren't. It's just the truth. So some small children are very self-aware to the point where only other self-aware people could understand what that means, you know, because it's like, you know how there will be full-on adults that are just like not self-aware, and then kids that are like more wise than these adults. That's what I'm talking about. It's like linear age doesn't always matter, I don't believe. But anyway, there's a lot of kids that are aware of who they are at a young age. But then again, not everybody figures that out about themselves at a young age. That was just my experience. But anyway, now that I have tooted my own horn about my intuition, yeah, I'm a Leo rising. But I got a lot of Taurus in my chart. That's all you get. That's all you get from me today with that. There are a lot of people in the spiritual communities that are not kind to trans people. And the trans people have noticed. We've been noticing this for a very long time. So I think it's important for us to be there for each other when we feel like just completely isolated from humanity. You know what I mean? And so I just wanted to send my love. I don't know if you'll even see this video. If you see this video, please like and comment. Share it with a friend that might find value in this or feels like it would resonate with them. Because, yeah, I don't, as far as like my videos getting pushed out, I don't really, you know what I mean? Like, are people seeing these? I don't know. I'm putting them out from my heart space because I want to help people. That's why I'm back on YouTube. I want to help people. But like, I've noticed I get far crazy more reach over on TikTok, and that's why I've been over there. I've been able to reach more people. However, the core people that have been with me on this channel for a long time, I love you greatly, and I don't want to stop communicating with you. And I want to be there for people in the way that they're there for me. And I just also want to end this long ass video with saying that, you know, I just felt the need to stop talking about being trans for a while. I just, I was kind of burnt out on it. I didn't want my whole identity to just be that I'm trans. Because when we leave these bodies, we're just, right? We're just love, we're source, we're light. Energy, we're energy. And I just felt, man, like I don't want to beat a dead horse here with the trans thing. However, I want to be able to be there for people that like need someone to relate to. So I kept the videos up. And I'm open to talk about it with like trans people that are looking to find some guidance. I'm not here to debate my existence with other people. I don't care. I don't care. And I think that would be a great place for a lot of trans people to get to that point. Just stop caring about it, because no matter who you are, trans or not, there's always going to be people that don't like you. So life gets easier the more that you accept it. And I'm still working on it myself. Accepting that there's just going to be people in life that don't like you. And to self-validate, to validate yourself is like the big golden key, big golden ticket. Happy life, self-validation, self-love. And I think self-love is so important for us, because if you're anything like me, I know we're all different. I developed such a lack. What's going on YouTube? So the video I was making, it was right when, it was actually the day, a few hours before I found out that my sweet uncle passed away, and I never finished the video. And so, excuse me, here I am now, and I just watched the videos and wanted to edit them to put them up. And I was just saying in the video previously, talking about having a lack of self-love. And I just want to sum it up here is one of the biggest things that's helped me in life has been to go within, spend a lot of time alone, self-reflecting, becoming my own best friend, like wanting to spend time with myself. And it makes so much more sense, especially me being someone that like wants to be in a healthy monogamous relationship. It's like, okay, dude, if you can't be alone with yourself, if you can't enjoy your own company, why should someone else? Like, why? Well, that's usually when we are looking for other people to validate ourselves. We're looking outward for someone to make us feel loved, make us feel like we're okay. And that's when, energy vampirisms develop, and everything's out of balance, and shit usually goes wrong. I shouldn't laugh. But, I like to laugh at life along the way, because it's a bunch of beautiful lessons, right? And soul expansions. The key has been self-love. Learning to become my own best friend. With being transgender, it's like, I've said it before, I know. Like, there's no one right way to be transgender. And transgender is just a word that, because people like us have been around since the beginning of people. Like, there's been many different words and ways, but you don't have to be any one certain way or act like someone else. Just follow what you love to do. Follow what you feel called to do and do that. And the gratitude of just being alive and experiencing this. I think it's been easier for me on my life's journey, having a perspective more so as I chose this life. Like I chose, because like I used to think being transgender is something that happened to me. And now I think that my soul chose to have this experience. And sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, why did I do this? Why did I choose this? It's hard, or I'm tired, or whatever, to be honest. But those times are far fewer in between. Like, I am more so at this point over the last, I'd say 10, but really 5 years, more so the last 5 years, I've grown to really be happy with this experience. The challenges are great, but the rewards are even better. Just being able to experience love and self-love and love from others in this lifetime has been beautiful, and I wish that for you. So I think I said a long time ago I was going to sum up this long-ass video. I'll actually do that this time. If you want me to make any more videos like this, let me know. But I wanted to talk more about being trans and the spiritual journey, because I feel like it goes really, really deep, and it's really, really interesting. Like, what an amazing, okay, yeah, I totally lied. Here I go again. What an amazing soul expansion to experience, like, in layman's terms, your brain does not, the glare is terrible. I know. I'm not following any of the movie making video rules. I'm just going off my soul. Just, here I am making a video. What if, hear me out, being transgender is like, for me, I have a female biological body, but it feels like a male brain is in there, because it is. And they've proven this through different tests, MRIs, CAT scans. The brain is wired opposite of what's between your legs. That's been my understanding, and that's exactly what it feels like. So that's just like this really bizarre thing, right? Well, what if it's this beautiful thing where you get to experience both genders at the same time? And if you want to transition and have the gender between your legs match the gender in your head, what you're experiencing, you can do that. And if you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. And it's that simple. And there doesn't need to be hate. I know there's a lot of people that think that it's just this made up thing. And unfortunately, there's a lot of bad people in this world that have made trans people, actual trans people, look terrible. People that have faked being trans. This is a wild world we live in, okay? But there are genuinely people that are born where they're like, their brain does not match their body, quite literally. It's just this real thing, too. I mean, it's like, think about, I don't mean to put anyone out on the spot, but I'm going to do it with all love and due and respect. What about Siamese twins? How often have you ever seen someone with one body and two heads? I would say not often. I have never seen anyone like that in person. But society accepts it because they can see it clearly. You can't see transgender, transsexual, whatever you want to call it. Those words have flip-flopped over the decades. Years ago, you didn't say trans, or now you don't say transsexual. Years ago, you didn't say transgender. Everybody's always making shit up as we go along. But the gist of it is your brain does not match your body's experience. I went off on another tangent. That's okay. Okay, I'll end the video here. Have a good one, y'all. Thanks for joining me on my channel, Trans Spirit Indigo. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe. No, seriously, though. I love y'all, and I hope you're doing well. And if you want to discuss this topic more, please leave your comments below.